So Josh, where do you get your hair done?
Oh man, I do it myself.
It looks so shiny and so beautiful. I'm struggling with these loose dead ends and things. I'm not sure what to do with them. Do you think that the toilet flushes differently in Texas where they have tornadoes?
Oh, good question.
I mean, on the days that there's tornadoes, it probably goes the other way, no?
Well, what about hurricanes? You know what the best show on TV these days is?
Yes.
The Bachelorette.
Oh my God.
Yep.
I love The Bachelorette.
It is so
much emotion.
adorable.
I know. So I was thinking of going scuba diving, but instead I think I'm going to do some basket weaving under the water.
Ooh, I heard that that's really popular with the kids these days.
I think you've done it.
I have done it, and
Yeah.
you know what? It's an exciting experience.
Yeah, and you are probably one of the best because you spend a lot of time doing it, right? Are you tired of not getting what you want out of Clubhouse? If that's the case, then you're in the right place because I'm going to give you some tips on how to get the most out of Clubhouse, how to increase your network, and how to even find yourself a mentor. So Tesla, I was on Clubhouse the other day and it was amazing because I saw somebody that I kind of knew, but that I didn't really have a firm relationship with. And then I was able to hold his hands metaphorically on the Clubhouse page. We got a real connect on the side and now it's led to a partnership. Kind of like you and I have a partnership, right? That's where I make the money, buy the food, and then you eat it. But in exchange, I get a whole ton of love from you, unconditional love, which is the best possible love you could possibly have. So maybe you can get a little unconditional love on Clubhouse, I don't know. But here's the thing, is you get to look at people's profiles, you get to have a connection with them, you get to have a conversation that's more authentic, I think, because you really have to listen to the audio portion. It's not like fake pictures on, Facebook or Photoshopped and stuff like that. But the reality is I've formed many relationships. One specifically I just mentioned that led to a partnership. And I have another one where I've gone on a couple of people's podcasts and I found a couple of people for my podcast. So Clubhouse is a really, really cool platform, but you gotta, like anything else, jump in there and you're gonna get out what you put in. So Tessa and I were talking about the fact that not every room is gonna be a great room and how can you tell the difference? And he said, well, if you go in a room where you've got some fish and some chicken and some beef conversation, it's going to be great for him. So I get that. But here's how I would start for you. Number one is look at the title and see if it captivates you. That's a pretty obvious one. It's like, doesn't take rocket science to figure that one out. But the second subset is who are the speakers? And the way that you check that is you go to their profile, click on the profile of that individual and find out if there's somebody that has similar values, maybe somebody that you know, maybe an author or something like that. And then you can jump into that room and get really, really great value. Now there may be some celebrities that you know their actual name and you're like, oh my God, I want to go in the room with Grant Cardone or with Jack Canfield or something like that. And that's super cool. Even Elon Musk has been on there. But if they're less known, check out their profile and make sure that there's somebody of quality that you're going to enjoy. That being said, there's another subset, and that is big room or more intimate. So what's the difference? The big room is usually going to have a lot of people that have been on the app for a longer period of time, so they have more followers, so they just have more people that are going to jump into their room. The smaller rooms could be people that are newer and or just people that want a more intimate setting, or it's a very niche conversation on something specific, and then you can jump on the stage, you can be part of the conversation, you can ask questions a little bit more readily, you can connect with some of the people in there, and it's easier to sift through some of the profiles and to make some connections. So my suggestion is first, title. Second, look at the quality of the speakers. Third, big room, small room, decide what is the experience that you want to have, and then boom, voila, your virtual event has just taken place. And then you can hang out with Mr. Fish, Mrs. Chicken, and Mr. Beef if you want to, or whatever suits your fancy. All right, so one thing we're clear on is that this guy likes his little snacks. So knowing that, when other snacks are around, he hangs around because clarity leads to power. He's clear on what he wants. And the same thing goes for us as humans. When you're really clear on what you want, you can go into Clubhouse and rather than browse like on social media and spend an hour in there not necessarily getting a result, you can go in and specifically look for something that you want. So let's say, for instance, you're looking for how to create financial freedom and higher levels of fulfillment. Well, then you can go in and search a room that is something along those lines. And then when you go in there, the second part to my suggestion is go in there prepared to ask a question. Because when you go to a regular seminar event, you may not always get to interface with some of the speakers. But if you do it in Clubhouse, you can have a really good chance that you can get on stage, you can ask a quality question and walk away with a resource or even with a connection sometimes. Some of the speakers will say, hey, DM me, let's connect off stage, let's have a conversation. Maybe it leads to a partnership. So go in with intention because clarity leads to power. And when you know what you want, you can go and get it. So now that you've got an idea on how to navigate through Clubhouse, here's the next step, is to make the relationships deeper and richer. You just got to keep on showing up in the same rooms, hanging out with the same people, asking more questions. You might even find yourself getting on stage and somebody might even promote you to moderator if you're that kind of a person. Now, all of this is going to take time, it's going to take energy, it's going to take commitment, but it will pay off because most of the great things that are going to come to you in your life are going to come to you from people, not from things. So you want to cultivate these new relationships. Now, that being said, if you're short on time and you want to fast track your way to a curated group of people, you could always check out my mastermind group called M1, How to Become a Whole Life Millionaire. All you have to do is jump on a call with one of my directors of opportunity. You can learn about the group, see if you qualify to get inside, and if you do, then it might be a match made in heaven where you can accelerate past all the heavy lifting of spending time trying to meet new people and jump directly into a group of curated people that want to grab life big, that want to grow on a consistent basis, and that are serial entrepreneurs and want to move from the left side of the cash flow quadrant to the right side of the cash flow quadrant and become financially free. Or rinse and repeat. Show up in the rooms, keep on showing up in the rooms, and being somebody who, like a good student in a class, raises your hand and participates. And before you know it, you're going to increase your network and hopefully increase your net worth as well. So Tesla, today we're going to talk about how to become a whole life millionaire on Clubhouse. What do you say? You think that's a good conversation? You up for that one? Yeah, you look like you're ready. Ready to go whole life millionaire? All of it? You can have all the little snacks that you want? I think you're ready to go. Let's do it.
How about that Mario game?
What level are you at?
I beat it the other day.
No way.
Yeah.
But what level?
The final level.
The final level.
Yeah.
Oh, that level. Oh yeah, I'm not even there yet. But I spend a lot of time with it and looking at it, but I keep on getting killed on level 7.
Oh, 7's a tough one.
Yeah.
Definitely. Listen, Mario.